So basically, you got all these different controls, like right here, this knob here, the big one.
Okay.
It's your water diverter valve. The direction it goes controls where your water's going. So you'll change which seats are open and which ones aren't. Okay?
Oh.
You got 2 of them. So both the big ones control your water. All your little ones are called air nods. Okay.
Okay.
They just send more pressure by adding oxygen to your jets.
Okay.
So it increases the massaging effect. So like this seat, your acupressure seat, if you add more air to it, it's going to really start digging into your muscles to help relax you more.
Okay.
So that's all there's control. Over here's your control panel. You're going to want to come over here. And it's a very simple thing. I don't want you to see it because you're going to want to know. Very simple. You got up and down for your temperature.
Okay.
You have an on-screen display. It tells you if it's heating by showing that little thing that says heat. Okay. This is called a blower, the one with the little bubbles.
Okay.
That controls all those little silver jets in the spot. And all it does is add air to the thing. And it's just going to bubble up and you'll see it start popping up in a second.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's your blower. Then you got 2 pumps on your system. You got pump 1 and pump 2.
Okay.
Pump 1 is a 2-speed. So I press it once, it's just going to start circulating. Press it again, that's when it turns on all your jets for you.
Awesome.
Pump 2, just 1 speed. Okay.
Okay.
Just jets for you.
So one pump should always be on?
It's going to circulate because it's on standard mode. As long as it's not to the set temperature, it's going to try heating you up and getting things ready. And whenever you use it, all your pumps and everything are on a timer, so you don't got to worry about turning them off when you get out. They'll run for about a half hour and then they'll shut themselves off.
And these things control the timer as well?
Correct. So it's on standard mode. So you have 2 modes. You have standard and economy.
Okay.
The way standard works is whenever your temperature is not to what you set it, so let's say we have it at 80 degrees, it's going to keep staying on until you hit 80 degrees.
Okay.
But if I switch to economy mode, it's only going to work on 4 set cycle times.
Okay.
So that means you'll set it for like 10, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 6 o'clock. It's only going to come on for a half hour at those times.
Okay.
And you would change those cycles by going into your cycle button. Cycle 1, cycle 2, cycle 3, cycle 4, and you can just easily change them. Okay. And then display just shows your time if you want it.
So if we only want it once a day?
If you only want it once a day, it won't work that way.
Okay.
So economy would just do it 4 times a day.
I see.
Now, that's not just when you want to use it, that's just when you want it to heat up and filtrate, okay?
Okay.
When you want to use it, you just climb in, turn on your jets, okay?
Okay.
So, I recommend keeping it on standard mode if you're going to keep the water warmer. If not, keep it on economy mode. So, which one would you prefer? Water cool right now or hot?
How cool is cool?
Well, I have it set to 80 degrees right now, which isn't that bad.
Is that a comfortable mode?
Yeah, that'll be comfortable because a lot of pools are heated to about 80 to 82 degrees.
Okay.
So if you want to keep it there, I'll keep it on economy mode for you.
Okay.
So that way it's just going to filtrate at 6 a.m., 12 noon, 6 p.m., and midnight. It's going to circulate for about a half hour. It'll just come on and send it through your filter so it cleans out any dirt.
All right, cool.
And it's just going to keep your water from going green because it'll keep it moving.
Yep.
So we'll keep it on that for you. This button just flips it, so when you're in the tub, you can flip it so you can see it.
And if we get in and we feel like it's too cold, we can just increase the temperature?
Yeah, sorry, just like this. You just drop it up and down.
All right. And then, but as a standard, you would say keep it around 80?
Yeah, about 80.
Okay.
And you can go as high as 104 on this thing, but you can't go higher than that.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll keep you on standard or economy, and then you have your button for lights. Let's see what kind of lights you got. I think you just have one down there. Yep, you have one in the footwell. And that's it. And I think it gets brighter and duller. Yes, it does.
Okay, cool.
3 settings for that.
Now, should we ever turn it off completely?
No.
Okay.
The only way to turn it off completely would be to cut the power to the breaker.
Okay.
But you don't want to do that because then you're going to get stagnant water because it's such a small amount compared to a pool. When it stops moving, it turns green a lot quicker.
At minimum, we should have it on the 4 times a day, so it's just filtering it.
Yep.
And then the most economical temperature, so we're not overpaying for the heating or whatever, is like probably about 80 degrees. We can use it whenever we want.
If you want to lower it, you can lower it.
Okay.
It's up to you guys. You can test it out about there.
Okay.
It's at 80 degrees. It's not going to run very often. So
Okay.
Since it's still in economy mode, it's only going to be on for 4 times a day.
Okay, sure.
So it's not going to use a whole lot.
All right. And then the filter, I got to just pop that in.
I'll show you how to do that filter as soon as he's done washing it off.
Okay.
I'll show you how to bounce your chemicals real quick all the way from.
Okay.
You can either buy test kit like this or test strips.
Okay.
Test strips are a lot easier, but this gives you a more accurate reading. Basically all you do is you just dip it in about 2 inches and fill up your container.
Okay.
And you just follow the instructions that it has on your sheet.
Okay.
It'll tell you which dyes to use and what one not to use. For this one, I use tablets. And it'll tell me my chlorine levels. You just
And
add
how
it in
often do we do this?
once to twice a week.
Okay.
At the bare minimum, once a week.
Okay.
Because you want to make sure there's always sanitary levels in there. Because right now, as it's fresh water, there's nothing in there.
Okay.
But when there's no chlorine or bromine in there, it's gonna start to get funky and it'll start smelling.
Okay.
Water will change color. You just really don't want that.
So, once or twice a week, check it and add the appropriate chemicals.
Correct.
And then, you said, how often should we like totally
Drain down.
drain
clean
it? Yeah.
Every 3 months, so every season.
Okay. Cool.
There's 4 main chemicals you want to do. You're going to do your sanitary levels, which is either going to be chlorine or bromine, depending what you choose. You're going to want to do your pH levels, your alkalinity, and then calcium. Those are
Okay.
the 4 chemicals you want to monitor. pH is just the acidic level of your water. If chlorine's high, your pH is generally going to be low.
Okay.
Because chlorine's acidic. Alkalinity is the stabilizer for your water. If that's too high or too low, your pH is never going to stay the same. It'll keep going up and down, fluctuating. So you
Okay.
want to keep them both around the recommended levels, and it shows you what you want to keep them at.
Okay.
pH is around here. Alkalinity you want to keep around 80 to 120.
Okay.
So depending if you use a test kit,